The LA Chargers had the 22nd overall pick in the NFL draft, and they had an opportunity to select Zay Flowers, but they needed a wide receiver and they decided to go with Quentin Johnson. And it's turned out that that move has completely backfired, especially on Sunday Night Football. Now, I don't know how much Zay Flowers took into this game being passed on by this very opponent, but it looked like he had something to prove because he had 2 touchdowns. He had 1 touchdown early this year that was over in their game across the pond against the Tennessee Titans. So this was his first 2 professional touchdowns in the NFL on American soil. And they were just 2 very in-your-face celebrations. I mean, what he's able to do coming out of the backfield or just being a route runner, he is a game changer. He caught a touchdown in the back of the end zone from Lamar and had the game-clinching touchdown run. And what he's able to do with just getting the ball in space and sprinting ahead, either using spin moves or jukes or just his pure speed, is something else. I know Mark Andrews was their go-to option, but now he's out for the year, the broken leg, and you need to adapt, and that means more from OBJ, that means more from Nelson Aguilar, more from the running back. They all have to pick up the slack at the end of the day, and we're seeing that it's helping out Lamar too. This is a typical grind out game that we saw. I mean, much of this was typical Ravens, where they have a dominant defensive performance and their offense is solid, but they get those late game breaks either off a turnover and they punch it in with their offense to get that extra insurance lead, and they won 20-10 against the LA Chargers. And let's also talk about this defense. As much as we like to talk about this new look offense under Todd Monken and Lamar Jackson, this defense has been arguably similar to the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed days of decades ago, where they're clamping down on opponents. They lead the league in sacks. They're second in the league in points a game, under keeping opponents under 16 points a game, and they force a bunch of turnovers. I mean, 4 turnovers against the Chargers' most dynamic weapons, 2 from Justin Herbert, including a strip sack in the red zone, and then a fumble by Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler. That's just game changing right there. I mean, those are 3 guys that always have the football, and you force turnovers off all 3 of those players for a total of 4. You're gonna win that game. And with them doing this, I mean, the Chiefs have clearly shown that they're kind of vulnerable, and I think this defense could certainly either go to Kansas City or host in Baltimore and give Patrick Mahomes fits. I mean, they can get after the quarterback, they can drop back into zone, and I think with their running attack even being a little compensated, can still eat up a clock and keep Patrick Mahomes off the sideline. I think they definitely have the best shot of upsetting the Chiefs. It's just a matter of getting there. It's still navigating through this gauntlet of the AFC, but with the Chiefs showing chinks in their armor and definitely being their most vulnerable in the Andy Reid Mahomes era, I think this is something to keep an eye out for the future.